Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to be going through, is arbitrage still worth it in 2025? Okay, if you're new to Amazon, you've probably heard of retail arbitrage, online arbitrage and wholesale. Okay, and you're probably deciding, do you go straight into wholesale or do you go down the RA and OA route? And in this video, I'll be basically covering whether or not it's actually worth it for where you are and where you're positioned currently within your Amazon journey. Right, so let's get started. I do have my trusty phone again. I've got some notes on, which we'll go through. So without further ado, let's get started. So, is arbitrage worth it in 2025? So it completely depends on where you are in your journey, okay? How much capital that you have to invest. For example, straight off the bat, if you have less than £1,000, start with arbitrage, okay? Do not try and start wholesale with less than £1,000. It's not going to get you started off on the right foot. So now let's go through why arbitrage is the route to go with less than £1,000. Very simply because it's going to show you all the basics. It's going to show you how to send stock in. It's going to show you how to package stocks. It's going to show you how to do your shipments. It's going to show you how everything works on Amazon, okay? How you actually going to get paid back by Amazon. It shows you all the basics, okay? And anyway, with less than £1,000, you're not going to be able to start wholesale. So you might as well start with arbitrage, okay? Or save up a bit more cash to start with wholesale directly. Now, the whole point to start arbitrage is essentially, like I said, to show you your basics to eventually move you into wholesale, which is actually what you want to be doing. Wholesale is what Amazon want you to be doing. They don't want you really to be doing arbitrage. So that's why I recommend, if you start Amazon with less than £1,000, learn all your basics with arbitrage, make profits that enable, well, that essentially gives you more than £1,000 in cash, okay? And once you've made profits off your RA, your OA, move to wholesale once you have £1,000 or above, okay? The great thing with RA and OA is it's typically higher margins than wholesale, because obviously you're leveraging off clearance deals, one-off deals here, one-off deals here. Higher margins, higher profits than wholesale. So obviously that will enable you to get to the £1,000 cash mark quicker. Now, I recommend as soon as you're above £1,000, go into wholesale. You won't have to deal with all these issues of when Amazon asks for gating documents, when Amazon asks for invoices, when Amazon asks for all these things. Okay, they are expecting you to be doing wholesale. So that is not an issue which you are going to have to encounter when obviously you have more than £1,000, sorry, and go into wholesale. Okay. So just having an understanding that Amazon want you to be doing wholesale basically, or private label. Okay. So that's what I recommend. If you are starting, start with arbitrage if you got less than £1,000. If you've got more than £1,000, straight into wholesale. So something else which is a great reason to start with arbitrage, it's low barrier to entry. Anyone can do it. Like I said, if you got less than £1,000, you can do it. Low barrier to entry. Also, like I said, fast cash flow. You're literally sending units in, which are higher margins, getting the money back. It will enable you to get to that grand point quicker. And it's a great learning curve. Like I've said, it will show you the whole, well, it'll show you the basics, starting with 10 units of this, not even 10 units, sorry, with the RAOA, 5 units of this, 3 units of this, which is a great starting point, which is essentially going to lead you nicely into wholesale, because when it comes to wholesale, you're placing an order for 100 units, 500 units, 1,000 units, 5,000 units. So obviously arbitrage gets you started on the right foot, essentially. But yeah, arbitrage is worth it with the whole idea of you scaling into wholesale, right? Because Amazon want you to be doing wholesale. They don't want you to be doing arbitrage. So yeah, what I would do is I would say it's definitely worth it to enable you to scale to over £1,000, £1,500, and get you started in wholesale. And it helps you get to that point pretty quickly if you know what you're doing as well. So with that being said, is arbitrage still worth it in 2025? It's worth it to get you started and show you the ropes and build your your capital to above £1,000. Once you've done that, wholesale is the way you want to go. Okay, I would not say if you've got more than £1,000 in my opinion, to stick with arbitrage, because it depends what you want as well. Because most people doing Amazon, they want consistent income. Wholesale is the way you are going to do that. They want to be able to scale a business. Wholesale is the way you're going to do that. With RAOA, they're one-off deals. It's very hard to develop a sustainable business with RAOA. With wholesale, you can very easily do that if you know what you're doing. But then again, not many people know what they're doing when it comes to wholesale. So they start wholesale and they run their business like it's OA. What I mean by that is they'll go onto Google, find really low barrier to entry suppliers, and expect these to bring them sustainability. Now, you need to be able to develop relationships with suppliers which no one else is going to be able to find, and negotiate with these suppliers, get price points and products no one else will get. That's going to give you the sustainability and the consistent profits which you want, okay? Now, if you want to cover any of that, we do cover that in depth in my wholesale program. It's in the description down below. And in this program, we cover everything that you need to run a wholesale business sustainably, which will enable you to get your consistent profits every single month. For example, a lot of our members now have tied down suppliers which are making upwards of $2,000 a month in profit. Okay, now that is wholesale when you know what you are doing. You can join the program and get similar results to them. If you want to do so, click the link down below in the description. But yeah, if you like the video, like the video. If you want to see more videos like this, drop a subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.